Hope you're having as a fantastic of a day as I am. Your Dungeon Master, Bellogan, on D&D on the Farm RPG. We've got our full crew here tonight. We'll start with at the top of my list, Elf.
I'm Elf, the elf. Sprinkle, a cleric.
And I might get that right tonight. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Looking it up. I'm like, okay, what do I got to remember in my head to get this right? Not
Someone will correct
sparkle,
you.
sprinkle. It's the thing you shake on out of the like
Just
confetti,
one.
sugar
You could call me
candies.
Rainbow
Just
Jimmy
one.
if you must.
All right, and piping in, we've got Augie.
Hi, I'm Augie, playing Astley the Jingle Bard, now on fiber optic.
Now on fiber, yes. We should all cheer for the upgrade. It's big news. It's a serious issue.
Maybe we won't lose Augie.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
We've got Booban.
Hi, I'm Booban. I'm playing Spectre the Stabbit, the Rabaxi Rogue.
And we've got Swigs.
Hi, I'm Swig, playing Captain Boardwalk, the incredibly famous sailor.
Super duper famous.
Everyone's
all
heard of
right.
him.
It's old perspective.
Everybody that matters has heard of him. So wrapping up last session, you'd done some gathering of information out at Lake Tempest, talking to some of the guards working for Rick who are trying to drum up support to get people to vote for him. You talked to the Puffer gang, who looks like they might be smuggling out Gruffle McPeppermint. Somebody smelled them aboard their ship, and also the Steamwagon gang. And got a little information that Agoz was here, but that he took off in the direction of Mount Bannon after asking around some questions. And that's where we're at. So you guys were headed off towards Mount Bannon and still trying to find Agoz. So knowing that that's where you're going, is there anything specific you'd like to do to try to locate him? You're just going to go to Mount Bannon, to your old haunts? What's your plan? What are you thinking?
I think we should...
Can I do an investigation check?
Do an investigation check, yes. That's what I think we should do.
Investigating as we're traveling for any signs that he may have been there.
Be more perception than investigation, or if you want to do tracking, that's survival. But
perception it is. That is an 18.
That's an 18. All right. Anyone else have any input before we roll with that?
I feel like an 18's too good. I can try to add in if you want a little extra. I don't think it's going to help. My rolls are never as good, but let me see. I'm going to add my investigation.
That is an 11. You are correct. Spectre is not as good of a roller as Astley typically is with the die.
Yes. Yeah, not me. That's okay.
I think I'm going to trust these two and see if they can.
Coming along for the ride.
Just new ground for Captain Boardwalk and Sprinkle, definitely. All right. You start heading towards Mount Bannon, kind of keeping your eye out. Where could Agoz be? Similar to when you had left Redbrook and you spotted some tracks. You do spot some tracks. You see a pair that look like the telltale sign of Agoz's shoe. What did we decide they look like? Converse or something like that?
The Club Penguins.
Club Penguin
sneakers.
Boots. Yeah.
But they're not sneakers.
They're not sneakers.
They're distinctly different.
They are some kind of metal alloy feet. Yep. There's another pair of footprints that are next to his as well. It seems like they were walking side by side, headed towards Mount Bannon. You pick these up when you're about half the way out. Let's get an investigation check.
I get a +9 on investigation.
How well do you recognize people's shoes?
It's a 14.
Or 14. All right. You wouldn't recognize specifically whose they are, but they do appear to be that of a larger, heavyset human. So someone who's got a solid build and a wide gait to their walk. Who that is specifically, you may or may not know. But
I don't think one of those didn't add right.
well, I see a 9 and a 13.
And it's +9.
Yeah, you would have to give a
5,
0.
6, 7, 8, 9. Nah,
It's a
looking right to me.
+9.
A 9 plus.
I have a +9 to investigation.
Yeah, and I got an 18 on the second roll. The first roll was a 5 plus 9 would be a 14.
Oh,
It seemed to
on
work
my
for
screen,
me.
it shows a 13.
It shows a 9 and a 13 on the dice on the screen, but when I mouse over the results, it's showing a 5 and a 9 on the dice.
So weird. The dice are
That's
showing something different than the actual roll.
Roll 20 is
That's
lying visually to
dumb.
us with the
Okay, but you
the
see
numbers
it
that
too,
are
right?
recorded.
But you
I
see
see
the
14.
13.
I see 14.
I did.
I did
I
until
did
I clicked it, and then they disappeared.
Once you click on the screen, then the dice disappear. Yeah, the numbers remain in chat, but
I'm taking a picture so we remember it forever.
you can send it to support. Roll 20. You lied to us. This was incorrect. Everybody saw it. We have witnesses, and it's recorded. All right.
Okay,
I'm sure they'll give us all our money back.
all our money that we didn't pay.
Everything we've spent on the free plan will get returned, I'm sure. Yep. All right, so yeah, you see those two sets of footprints, and they're headed off in the direction of Mount Bannon. You can kind of follow them for a ways. Let me get Captain Boardwalk to make a perception check, and why not? Let's get one from Sprinkle as well.
I get a 7 on that perception.
Okay.
9.
And a 9. All right. With those fantastic rolls, 7 and 9.
Thank you.
Sprinkle, you're enjoying the scenery. Mount Bannon is an interesting place. If you've never been there, presumably you haven't. This is your first time. But yeah, pretty much you can enjoy the view of Mount Bacon, as they call it. There is an occasional piece of bacon just sitting out. Who knows why? We don't.
How it is.
That's just the way Mount. But there's lots of stone, coal, kind of just rubble stuff as you're hiking the mountain. All right, Captain Boardwalk with your 7 as you're walking along. Definitely not the sea,
Yeah.
but you hear something you think you remember, and you don't know if you're just daydreaming or it's wishful thinking. But you hear a sound that sounds like something you heard frequently on your old ship. Whether you're actually captain or not, I don't know if we've decided. Maybe you were. But you hear the sounds of cannons firing. And the ring of it just sounds so familiar that it's kind of throwing you off. Like I know that sound.
Can I identify the direction it's coming from?
It's coming from the direction of the mountain, which is not where water is.
Because I think my ship is on the mountain.
What?
I'm hearing cannons. I think look,
Does it have to be your ship?
Your ship is on the mountain? Your specific
A
ship?
ship.
if it's
How
not my
did it
ship
get
right
there?
now, it will be. I'm assuming Krakens.
Okay, yeah. Krakens, that makes
Where's
sense.
the? You know this is a mountain, right?
Big Krakens.
All ones.
Yeah,
that
tall ones.
walk on land.
They can throw things.
Okay. Well, let's maybe we go look at it and we could maybe
Yeah.
rule out your ship from the water on the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I
We're
mean
going
maybe
towards the
maybe there's a
cannon, you
rock
think?
slide.
Yeah, maybe there was a big flood that we all
No.
missed.
Sure.
Could be anything.
Okay. Did any of us hear said cannon sound?
No,
Okay.
haven't heard it.
Okay.
And I would say Captain Boardwalk, he's 100% positive he's heard it as well. It's just kind of the echoing residual sound in his head that's kind of sparked that memory.
I didn't hear anything, but I guess keep your ears out and let us know. Ashley just keeps walking.
All right, continue on, and maybe another 30 minutes later, there's another sound of a cannon fire, and this time everybody hears it, not just Captain Boardwalk. And this time, as it comes in, it's clear enough. Captain Boardwalk, you can tell No, it's not quite the cannons from your ship. You're maybe just when they're far enough, the way it echoed off the terrain, it just had that right resonance. But now that it's closer and louder, you can tell, nope, that's not it. But it's definitely a cannon.
Hopefully, it's my ship, future tense.
What if it's not a ship?
Is it?
What if it's a circus and someone's getting shot out of the cannon?
A circus on the mountain?
You know,
Yeah.
that would be a sight to see.
That would be nice.
Maybe the kobolds came back and
Maybe we could get popcorn.
Oh,
Maybe.
popcorn would be nice.
yeah. I mean, do we see anything like, if we look in the general direction that it came from, like smoke?
It's still over some ridges. You don't see any smoke or anything like that, but you can tell it's kind of coming from the direction of where the kobold camp was at that you've been to.
And are we still following tracks, I assume?
Yeah, they kind of come and go. At the moment, they're lost.
Okay. I guess we'll just keep walking.
Okay. Continue working your way towards the sound of the cannon. Another 15, 20 minutes later, you hear another boom, and you can tell you're getting close. And finally, you come over a ridge. You can see kind of where the kobold camp is. And as you know, it was kind of in I can't remember the correct technical term, but it's kind of, I want to say not a mesa. A mesa is what stands up, but it's like depressed in the ground and kind of the land around it raises up. You can see
valley.
kind of like a valley, but like with cliffs around the edges, right? You can see a group of soldiers that look to be dressed similar to those that were working for Rick when you saw him here, and they do have a steam wagon with a cannon on it, and the cannon is kind of pointing down into where the kobold camp is at. And there's kind of a lot of activity. There's about 20 of them out here. They seem to be kind of excited.
Are they firing Are they up on another ridge, or are they down on the ground?
They're like up on the ridge. They're not down in the camp. They're like up on the ridge above.
Can I look at where they're firing?
Well, they're firing down into the kobold camp. You can't see that from here. You kind of got to get right on top of it.
If we do that, would we be spotted?
They'll see you. Yeah. It's kind of flat terrain around it. They'll see you when you get closer.
What do you guys want to do?
I want to see what they're shooting at, mostly.
Yeah. I think we shouldn't make any decisions until we see what the target is.
I mean, I can cast invisibility on myself.
I can be sneaky. I mean, I'm pretty sneaky.
I'm not, but I can be.
Yeah. So that they are going to recognize Spectre and Astley, but they've never seen Captain Boardwalk and Sprinkle before. So if you want to sneak in and move around them, you could try to do that with the invisibility spell. You'd be able to make yourself invisible, Astley, but not
nobody else.
Everybody. Yeah, it's kind of a one person.
Well, why don't we just we could send the newbies in, have them take a look, and they can report back. If you want to sneak in with them just to provide some backup, but invisible, I would say do that, and I'll hang back, I guess.
Your disguise kit right there.
I could do a disguise kit.
Why don't you and Sprinkle go, maybe? Because I don't know. I feel like no offense, Jimothy, but you're very easy to spot.
He is human.
Yeah. What's the vibe on these guys? Are we not friends with?
No, we're not.
No,
they're bad. They're
they
bad.
Open to friendship with new people, or are they like?
We are not open to friendship with them.
Okay.
they bad.
They tried to kill us.
Yeah,
more than once. I think
that's not what friends do.
Okay.
No, that's definitely not what friends do. They're not friends.
No,
that's for sure.
They're
foes.
They tried to genocide the kobolds.
That's very not friendly. If anything, I say that's enemily. How do you say that?
Yes,
enemily. Yeah, I'll go in.
All right. Can I disguise kit and make myself not into a rabbit, or
Sure.
disguise myself as not a rabbit?
Yeah.
All right, I am going to disguise Kit.
All right. Tell us how you disguise yourself. What does Spectre look like?
She has wrapped her ears around the front of her face to make it look like a really big bushy mustache.
Okay.
She just looks like she's made herself look like an old prospector with a big bushy mustache.
There you go. And a
Little
furry face.
glasses.
Yeah, exactly. She looks just like a very hairy man.
All right. So Ashley, who keeps renaming the token as Spectre, is going to cast invisibility, if I understand correctly, and then the rest of you are going to kind of walk up with Spectre in disguise to the guards, or
I'm gonna hang back. Can I try to find a place where I can kind of see what's going on, so that I can, like, if a fight breaks out, because like you said, these guys are hostile. Like they might start attacking.
I mean, you talk to some of them down at the docks, right? They don't know you, so they just talk to you like a normal person, and we're like, hey, vote for Rick for mayor. It was kind of the gist of it.
Yeah, but that was in town. Maybe the rules are different out here in the wild. So I think I want to like try and find like a nice little spot, and I might sit up here with my crossbow, and just kind of like keep an eye over things. And then if a fight breaks out, I can take some pot shots, and then maybe run.
Yeah, you can do that.
I might stay with Captain Boardwalk just for on the off chance my spell malfunctions or whatever. They see me, it's game on.
Okay. So, who we have then is Sprinkle the Elf and Prospector Spectre,
Mm-hmm.
kind of walking down towards where these guards are at. And they're on a steam wagon. Like I said, there's about 20 of them. They seem kind of excited. As you get close enough, one of them kind of notice you guys, and he kind of waves like stop, and he kind of like, not super fast, but he kind of jogs over towards you guys.
Yes. She puts on like a funny prospector voice.
He says, I don't know what you're doing here, but it's not safe right now. You probably should avoid the area until it's clear.
Why is it not safe?
And you hear another boom from the cannon.
What are you doing in these hills, Sonny? She's like shaking her fist at him. Are you mining without a permit?
No, listen, there's a dangerous wizard hiding down there. We're trying to take care of him.
All this blasting's gonna set off a landslide, she says.
Did you try talking to him or just exploding? Did you jump right through that?
Well, we tried to arrest him. He resisted arrest, and yep. So we're gonna bring him in cold, apparently. But he's tricky. I mean, we keep trying to hit him with the cannon, and can't quite get it down. He's hiding down in this camp. There used to be kobolds that lived here. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Can I do an insight check to see if this guy's like lying or maybe like, I don't know, Garner?
Sure, let's get an insight check.
Simply a vibe check. I'm like,
well, we heard you.
Okay, sorry.
Getting a vibe check.
Oh, Boobum's yellow.
I'm yellow? Am I not here anymore?
We can hear you.
On Zencaster.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, can I do an insight check?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, okay. 19.
19. That's a pretty good roll.
What was the for?
Because I forgot I had a plus 6.
Gross at 19. Prime number. Yeah.
It's a pretty good roll. Yeah, with a +6. All right, Sprinkle. This guy is telling you the truth. He seems genuinely concerned for your well-being. He totally believes that they're trying to blow up an evil wizard, and they're not having a lot of luck with it. They seem to be frustrated. As you can kind of see everybody shooting off the cannon, and then someone's got to go look, and then they call running back, and like, no, he's still down there.
Is it just one cannon?
They have just one cannon, yeah, on one steam wagon.
Okay. I want to offer them some help, but also I don't know if I want to. Maybe we could go in and we could try to talk to the wizard.
I don't know what good that's going to do.
Are you saying lizard or wizard?
Yes.
Yes.
Gizzard.
A lizard wizard. Wow.
A slimy lizard.
Let us talk to him. I think we could get through to him for you.
Well, listen, there's kind of a reward out for him that we're trying to collect. I don't know if we're ready to partner with you on that. I mean, what do you bring to the table anyway?
I mean, I don't care about the money.
Yeah, we could probably get him out without explosives. That's what we bring.
You think he's going to willingly give himself up to you guys when we've been hunting him down for like a week?
I mean,
What's his
maybe if you weren't
crime?
using explosives.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't come out either.
Hey, we didn't start that way. We tried to be civil.
I don't know if there's a civil way to capture someone. What was his crime?
All kinds of terrible things. He has tried to drown the city and summoning plagues and cursing farms. Horrible stuff.
Did you have any of that coming, perhaps?
Well, I mean, we're not from here. We're just kind of mercenaries that are
Oh, we're not
working
from
for a
here.
newcomer to town.
That's what all those say. That we're not from here.
So
Well, we are
I
from
wouldn't
here.
say it's my fault.
Let us talk to the lizard wizard.
So if it's your fault that he's doing all this stuff, why do you think he's going to be cordial to you?
It's not our fault. If you're bombing him, he's less likely to talk to you. Maybe a new set of eyes on this is what you need, Sonny.
And isn't it probably a higher reward for him alive, usually?
Dead or alive doesn't make clarification.
Oh.
Seems they're willing to pay either way. Look, let me go get the boss. I'm not going to make this call for the group.
Okay. Do we have time while he's going to get his boss to tell Ashley and Boardwalk?
Do we see, like, I assume we found like a little like rock to hide behind or something?
Yeah, I found like a rock to hide behind.
So
You can kind of hear what's going on.
And can we see the situation?
Well, you see the edge of where the kobold camp is. You know, it's a lower elevation than where you're at that they're kind of shooting down. And as you're watching, they're talking. You see a whole bunch of arrows kind of shoot up from out of the kobold camp, and the guards kind of raise their shields and are taking cover from the arrows. Like, no, it's still down there. You gotta hear him.
So it's just one cannon.
Just one cannon. 20 guys, one cannon.
And is it on wheels or is it?
It's on a steam wagon.
This seems like a bad way to convince. Not a good method on their part.
Okay. Ashley sidebars with Captain Boardwalk.
What's up?
All right. James.
Just
I
one
want to push that steam wagon over the edge of the cliff.
Onto where the lizard wizard is?
Yeah, he'll be fine. But I want to just
Yeah.
push the whole cart so that they can't use it.
Okay, I'm down for that plan.
Okay, so I think we need to figure out if anyone is inside the steam wagon and also how to move it.
So you've driven steam wagons before.
Yeah.
So you would know how to get in and roll at this point.
Is anyone like near? I mean, do they have doors?
There's people that are on top of it. So the can is kind of like on top on the back, and it's turned around backwards. So you can actually see where they would drive it. There's nobody inside of it right now in the engineering room. But there are people on top of it. They're working the cannon.
Okay. And like there's not like a door or anything. It's kind of like a FedEx truck where like the doors just kind of open.
Yeah. Sure,
Okay.
why not?
Are
Okay.
the doors open right now?
Well, yeah, it's like
There are no doors.
Yeah, it's like a Jeep, I guess.
Okay.
We just decided. All right, so I know how to drive these things. So what I can do is I can cast invisibility, go over and roll it off the cliff and jump out. But I feel like I need their attention taken away for just long enough, because as soon as it starts moving, they're gonna notice if there's not a distraction.
Do you think I should shoot at them?
It's not great odds with the numbers. There's like 20 of them, and there's 4 of you guys.
Well, I just wanted to do like a crash and dash, just dunk their cannon and then dip and go back to hiding. But I don't have a plan past that.
They have gunpowder. If they have a cannon, we could blow up their gunpowder.
But wouldn't it would probably blow up if the cannon went off the hill or off the cliff, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because what do you want to do? What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I just wanted to run that plan by you while we're waiting.
Okay.
Half a plan. It's half a plan.
Specto's the one with the disguise kit, right?
Yes.
And the guy they were talking to was like back turned.
He's going to get Boss Man.
Yeah,
Can
he was
quickly
technically facing you guys, all 4 of you. But then he kind of turns back and goes back and grabs someone else while you're discussing their plan.
Can I call Spectre over like quickly?
Bird call.
Yeah.
A seagull.
An inland of mountain seagull.
Well, I think the guy went off to get his supervisor anyway, right?
Yeah, you have just a minute.
All right, so I'll sneak away over to where I hear the seagull calling me from.
Okay.
Um,
What does that seagull call sound like? I want to hear that.
Mine.
exactly
From
like
Finding
that.
Nemo.
Exactly like that. Spectre.
Yes, Sonny.
So
Still in character.
Ashley and I have a plan.
Half a
and
plan. Half a
not
plan,
half
really.
a plan.
Okay.
I think for this plan to work, I think what we need to do, we need to trick them into thinking this wizard is getting away. Can you make me look like the lizard wizard?
I mean, I haven't seen him, but I can try to make you
I'm not
look
sure
like
if
what
they
I.
have
It's
either.
probably Trid.
I
It's
think
probably Trid.
what I think a lizard wizard looks like.
Yeah, and then I run away, and then you guys say he's getting away, and you point at me,
okay.
Escaping.
and then it'll
Okay.
distract them long enough, and then I try
All
and lose them.
I like the idea. So I am going to make Captain Boardwalk look like what I think a lizard wizard looks like.
You don't think
Yeah.
it's Trid?
I mean, it could be Trid, but they said it was a lizard wizard, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think you said that.
I said that.
I think you added.
I think
that.
that's. I think
was it
that's
wizard or
what-
was it lizard?
Just
I think they
wizard.
just
It was
said
just
wizard.
It was
one.
wizard, but we were just messing with you.
They were just agreeing with you when you said lizard.
Okay.
You just seem so happy.
Because why not?
I mean, I like a lizard wizard.
Let's start with normal wizard. They'll only see me from the back anyway.
And
All
if
right.
that doesn't work, then we'll do a lizard wizard.
All right, that's perfect. Sounds good. I was like a redo. All right, so I make him look like a wizard
Yeah,
in the
with a
best way possible.
big beard
Like-
and a wizard hat, robes, that sort of thing.
Okay. Like
Yeah,
a real wizard or like your magician pals to hang out with.
Probably more like my magician pals because that's what I would know.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So you maybe have a spare clothes from the late Sir William Nye, the wizard guy.
yes, I have some clothes for him.
A cloak.
All right. Yeah. So Captain Boardwalk, you have a top hat that a rabbit could hide in and a cloak that is probably blue with like some gold stars on it.
okay.
Definitely looks like a wizard.
Okay, and then I'm gonna like try and like look like I'm climbing out of this like the gully that they're shooting into. And
What
then,
if you, so that they don't try to shoot you with the cannon, what if you take one of them with you as like a fake hostage?
Oh, that's a good idea. Who
That
wants to be
way-
the hostage?
I'll be a hostage. I'm still.
You're small. That way, if one of you, that way,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
more believable that way.
yeah,
Yeah, and also because, well,
it'll take more of their attention, I think.
Also, I think Ashley, I think if you like press digitize like an explosion to make like him appear out of like a
Yeah.
cloud of dust, that this might be more believable because they might like lose eyes on him, and then suddenly he's up here in a cloud of like press digitized whatever.
All right. Why you're making this plan, Sprinkle, you're kind of standing there and you see who looks like probably the captain of the guard walking back towards you. And so, anyone that comes running out from behind the rock where Captain Boardwalk are and Astley are and currently Spectre at the moment, he's going to see. So there's not like a clear way to, without real magic, make Captain Boardwalk appear like he's coming out of the goalie at this point.
I have thaumaturgy. I could, sorry, I could make a sound or something like to kind of draw his attention toward, like away from where they'd come from, and then her prestidigitation smoke. Like would those combine?
Yeah, if you press to digitize, because I don't know that mine will have the range, but you could press to digitize like around you guys.
I only have thaumaturgy.
Oh, you don't have prestidigitation?
You can have 3 prestidigitation effects, can't you, at once?
I don't know the range.
What's the
though.
range? It should say it.
I don't have it on my thing.
Let me check.
It probably
All
does
right,
have
we will
range.
pull this up.
I don't think it has a range. Or it'll be like within like 30 feet.
Oh, 10 feet.
10 feet. Yeah, not super far.
That's probably just to create the effect. So if you create the effect within 10 feet, it'll probably maintain. Depends on how a DM wants to rule it.
Is prestidigitation?
Tis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we see Agas also?
You don't see anybody. They're shooting down into the valley, but you can't see who's down.
But like up with the guards, we don't see Agas?
No.
Okay.
So what's the call? The captain's getting close here.
All right, Ashley's gonna cast invisibility and just kind of scuttle, wide arc around him and, try and get in the driver's seat.
Okay. Astley casts invisibility, takes off. Sprinkle, you're getting ready to cast a spell, and this guy's like maybe 15 feet from you. He's like really close.
I also scoot back to my spot where I was before.
Come running back from behind the rock.
Oh, sorry, Sonny had to take a leak, she says in her prospector's voice.
He says, listen, this isn't a safe place for you to be. I heard what you're told my man, but you should leave. I'm going to kindly ask you to go. Things are dangerous. It's not safe for you to be.
I mean, it's mostly not safe because you guys are using a cannon.
Oh, if the cannon was so dangerous, our job might have been done. That piece of crap isn't doing the job.
So you could just
Aim's
stop
off.
then, sounds like. Sounds like you could just not use it anymore.
Sounds like he could escape at any moment.
It does sound like that. It also sounds like, oh my god, what is that? And then I'll use thaumaturgy behind him in a big old Princess Bride display of look a distraction. It's let me think. Would a rumble of thunder be kind of wizardy? Maybe he's like,
Yeah, sure.
That's the sound of
okay,
me teleporting.
yeah. And then so I'll do that behind so that the captain, looks in that way.
Does he
All right.
turn?
You cast like a rumbling sound. He quickly turns around,
And then I jump out
Kinda
from behind the rock,
jump,
grab,
and he looks back,
roll.
and he
Is
could
Astley gonna-
tell you're casting a spell sprinkle, and he says, "Now hold on a second. Are you trying to help this guy?
What guy?
Well, you're
The
over here
lizard?
casting magic spells.
I see a lizard right now.
And I jump out from behind the rock and grab Sprinkle in a very intimidating way. And I say, like, back off or I'll kill this one. And then I start, like, walking back.
He just looks really confused. He's like, wait, what,
The
lizard?
you're looking for.
Go ahead, take. I have no idea who you are.
There's an innocent hostage.
Okay,
I'll kill him.
go ahead, take. Okay, take him. That's fine. I'm not going to
That's
stop
really
you.
mean, man. We were having a conversation.
I can't believe this lizard wizard just hopped out of nowhere and has taken my associate.
During this mass confusion, Astley, you find yourself in the engineering room of the steam wagon. The controls are a little bit different than the ones that you've driven before.
What do I roll?
What would you like to roll?
Performance.
All right, let's get a performance check and see how well Ashley performs.
Is it with advantage because I have driven one before successfully?
I don't know that it matters.
I got a nat 20 when I drove it before.
Let's just
Sounds
get a
like a
straight up
professional.
D20 roll. We'll call it a vehicle.
Oh. But performance.
Shut up. You don't even need it. You don't even
Oh
need
my
it.
god.
I got a 25.
Does it matter what you roll? Just so that was a raw 16. If it was performance, it's a 25.
Well, it's a 19 for a d20.
Yeah, there you go. All right, 3 rolls. We'll take the best, right?
Yeah.
You see a lever that's clearly labeled the direction forward and reverse. Going reverse will send this thing flying backwards.
I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to jam it. I don't know, pocket sand or something. And then I'm going to scooch out as soon as I do that.
All right,
Yeah.
you slam the lever into reverse and haul out. As soon as you do, this big puff of steam and machine groaning kind of echoes through the area that grabs everybody's attention, and it starts rolling very quickly towards the edge of the cliff.
I'm hauling myself back towards the rock, still invisible.
Yeah, you jump out, quickly running. The guys that are on it go running off, and one of them starts screaming, "It's telekinesis! The wizard's got the wagon!" And they bell, and the wagon just rolls off the edge of the cliff. You see it fall down, and then there is a large explosion when it hits. As you'd kind of expected, there was a bunch of gunpowder on there. They actually had the fuse lit, getting ready to shoot another round right as the gear was put in, and it's a deafening boom as it goes off, and the captain of the guard, jumping back to Captain Boardwalk and Prospector Spectre, right? Sprinkle.
Yes.
He's just like, he couldn't have shown up at a worse time, and he just turns around and ignores you guys and goes running over towards this man.
As he runs away, I want to yell out after him, "That's just a fraction of my power." And I'm going to keep like kind of walking backwards with my hostage.
This isn't even my final form.
Who is not struggling. I'm the most powerful wizard.
Lizard.
Wizard.
Got a blue tongue and everything.
All right, Ashley kind of catches up and is like, all right, do we want to fight them? Yes or no?
Did you see how many were in there still?
I need to know because they're all gathered in one space and I can cast Shatter if we're going to do this. And I can cast
there's like 20 of them.
But are they all kind of gathered around where the thing was?
Well, no, they spread out to cover when the explosion went off.
Oh.
So they're not in a nice tight cluster waiting for you to cast Shatter on them.
I don't think we should fight 20 men.
Yes.
Prospector Spectre says.
But what about Agos? What do we do now? You want to just wait them out?
I mean, they're gonna leave. We just blew up their.
Yeah, let's go get another one.
Yeah, they got to get another cannon. Yeah.
You hear someone call out. You hear someone call out, "I think we got him!"
Oh no.
From down there, and everyone kind of goes and is like looking over the edge to see what the heck happened.
Are they all clustered together now?
They're all in a line along the ridge.
I mean,
they're in a line. Hold on.
They're in a line.
Wait.
Yeah, if they're all 5 feet apart and there's 20 of them, that's like 60 feet.
Okay.
They're perfectly spaced.
One of you,
so can't hit them.
Someone must have something that shoots in a straight line.
Somebody else. He wasn't alone. There's 3 of them down there.
Uh-oh. Are they talking about us?
Abilities.
They're not talking about you guys.
Oh, okay, good.
Can we look? Can I go look down there?
Yeah, you guys can run up and look down if you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also going to go.
What do we see?
All right, you kind of go off the side since they aren't really impressed with you pretending to take hostages. Maybe you are, maybe not. They're not sure. You look down and you see the whole side of kind of the wall where the kobold camp has just been shattered, and there's rocks and boulders everywhere. You do see kind of buried in the rubble 3 people. Well, I should say 2 people and an automaton. And they're all kind of buried in the rubble. One of them you recognize as Vincent. He looks to be unconscious. You do see Agos. Well, at least you see his feet sticking up out of some of the rubble.
Shoes.
With his Club Penguin shoes. Yep. And the other form you see, you recognize as Trid.
I thought they'd be out of the way.
That's the boardwalk and Sprinkle.
I thought they'd get out of the way.
They didn't know. They were taking cover along the edge. They were hugging the edge, so when the cannon was shooting down at them, it wouldn't hit them.
I should have sent it forward. That would have been funnier too.
If it went running off and they were chased it down, I mean, you could have done that, but
I didn't even think about that.
Oh well, hindsight's 20/20. We should probably go rescue them, I guess.
Yeah, but how do we deal with the guys now?
I mean, can you shatter the rock face and maybe make it collapse?
Yeah, and
that's kind of what it is.
Well,
But if you shattered any more there, yeah, it's probably going to completely bury them. And they don't look like they're in great shape right now.
All right.
They kind of dived to cover as they saw the wagon coming over the edge, but they still got caught in the blast radius. So. So here, let me do this.
Wait,
I'm going to pull you over to a map just so you can kind of see what's going on.
Oh, I like that map. It's very familiar.
This is a very familiar map. So really, the guards are kind of lined up over here on the edge.
Pee Wee Herman. I love it. That's a very good.
It's accurate.
It's a great visual for Trid.
So I thought it was appropriate. So you guys the guards are kind of over there, and you guys are kind of more on the south side over here to kind of come around them. If you're looking, so they're kind of on the east side of the ledge, looking down. There's some rubble there. It'd still be a pretty good drop to kind of drop down. You guys know the entrance is. You're actually closer to the entrance where you can get in without having to kind hop down about a 20-foot cliff to get in there.
Would you
Don't worry about the scale on it. It's not accurate on this map.
Okay.
would you say that from the sound, everybody is deafened?
Initially, when it boomed a little bit, not so much now.
And am I within 60 feet of the guy in charge?
If you want to be.
I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was gonna send. It's a wisdom save.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna whisper, flee. Really? I'm gonna say run. Run away.
Run away. Okay. Pull up the full description of the spell for Dissonant Whispers. You whisper a discordant melody
I
that only
sent
one
it.
creature of your choice within range can hear. Racking it with terrible pain, the target must make a wisdom saving throw, or they take a bunch of psychic damage and must immediately use their reaction fatal to move as far as speed allows from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground. So it's not necessarily a command that they're following. They just kind of run away in general if they fail the save. What is Ashley's spell save DC?
16.
16, it looks like. Okay. Roll. See how my dice are. That is a 12.
So it's 13 points of damage. And he's got to start booking it.
Okay. He does. Yeah, the captain of the guard just starts running away.
Is he screaming?
He's screaming, like kind of holding his head. And everyone else is really confused by this. They don't quite know what to make of it. A couple of them take off after him. The others look like they are starting to kind of to pull out some rope and maybe make a ladder to kind of climb down.
Let's
Should we wait? Yeah, let's let them make. Let's let them make the ladder.
I
So
could jump down
have
there.
to. I can't.
I have spirit guardians.
What's that?
It's huge. Basically a circle of spirits surround the caster with up to like 15-foot range, and then you can choose who is affected or unaffected, and then an affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and then when the creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d8 radiant damage. So I was thinking, like,
so we're gonna fight him. I just wanted to pick off one.
I was thinking just like go in there to Agaz, Trid, and Vincent. They can't really come at me much. Maybe try to like get them out of there and then dip while you guys, selectively attack.
We could distract them, and yeah, if you.
I can distract. If you want a distraction,
That's true.
Oh, honey,
that's true. That's Ashley's like number.
That's my thing. That's my whole thing.
We could, while Ashley distracts, we could all go down and pick up the 3 of those guys and get them out of there.
Yeah, and if I say that if I choose to not affect you guys with it, then you will be. So we could, if you guys stay close to me within the 15 feet.
Yeah. Spirit Guardians is one of those AE cleric spells that is ridiculously strong.
It is insanely
for
OP.
combat.
I was reading it and I was like,
it's
wait,
the kind of
what?
thing you'd pick if you're optimizing for combat, which clearly most of our characters have not done. But.
I do not optimize for combat.
So the other thing is I have Mantle of Majesty, which I'm just going to send in the chat. I can cast command for a full minute. Like unlimitedly for a full minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you can cast it like 10 times.
Yikes.
Wow.
So much.
Yeah.
You said there's 20 of these guys?
Well, now there's like 17.
17.
Yeah.
We don't need to
couple
fight all
took
of them, though. We just need to keep some distracted, get in, get the 3 of them, and get out.
What's the limitations on command? Could you command 10 of these guys to fight the other 7?
No, I cannot put them into danger, I don't think.
No, it's
I
a
could
simple.
command,
I think
like-
it's a one-word command and it's one target.
But what
You
if
could-
I just shouted, leave?
Yeah, and like you could get one of them to leave each time you shout it, and by if they fail their saving throw. Now, how the other ones react to that's kind of up to them. But
I think we should just go. Can you just do like an enthralling performance and like?
Yeah, I can do that.
You could probably get all of their attention, or at least a couple of them.
Yeah, enough that it's less that we'll have to sneak by or walk past.
Yeah, and
Not much
enthralling
sneaking.
performance, I can charm up to 3, but
now do keep in mind these are like limited duration things, and you can even if you successfully charm them to get them all to flee away, that's going to buy you a couple of minutes before they regroup. But at that point, they're going to consider you hostile. So they aren't quite to that point yet, but just something to consider. Right now, they just think you're lunatics.
I mean, we are.
well, they're not wrong.
No, they're not.
But enthralling performance is good.
How about
like
you?
it works, and it's good for an hour after for those that have been charmed. I can charm up to 3, and I can distract everybody else.
Yeah, this.
Can
my
you
last
command the
10 minutes-
commander to tell them to go home?
The commander's gone. I don't know.
He
that
took off
gonna come-
running.
I don't think
He's not going to
come
run for
back.
forever, but yeah,
I don't know. He'll probably be gone a little while.
you got a couple minutes for him to figure out kind of what happened and kind of get his wits about him again. He's got a pounding headache at the end, if nothing else, after taking some
13
significant
points.
psychic damage. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go like behind. Let me move my character sheet. It's in the way. I'm gonna go like. The map doesn't. I wanted it to be like here, but like further away from them. Just like generally behind them.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm gonna enthralling performance.
Okay, what are you going to sing about?
I'm gonna sing Rock Lobster.
Oh, okay.
That's the first song that popped into my head.
I'm sure that's going to
I'm not
enthrall them. Fully a nice B-52s
Or
song.
or you know what? I could sing "Firework" by Katy Perry. Yeah,
Fitting.
yeah. I'll do a rendition of "Firework."
All right. Is it a performance check that you make just to kind of enthrall them?
It doesn't even say.
Oh, you got to perform for at least a minute. Okay.
So do you want me to roll for that?
Specifically.
I mean, I can. I get a +9, but I can.
No, they make wisdom saving throws on it. It looks like that's the way that works.
Yeah. So three of them, the 3 burliest looking dudes.
All right. What is everyone else going to do during this performance?
I'm going to run. Can I use jump to jump down into the pit?
You don't need to use jump. I can
just jump down. Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'm just going to jump down into the pit to run over to the 3 of the friends that we've kind of forsaken in a rubble.
Again
for the umpteenth time. Tread at the bottom of a pit. And start trying to dig them out quickly.
All right. Hopping is one of Spectre's strengths. Strength is not one of Spectre's strengths. So Captain Boardwalk and Sprinkle, you see this performance go off. Everyone's really confused, but they're paying attention to Ashley for the moment, trying to figure out if she is a threat or just as insane as they kind of have the impression everybody is at the moment.
Both.
They're familiar with Ashley because they've seen you before and they've fought against you briefly. So they're definitely going to be on edge a little bit. But what's the captain and Sprinkle going to do as Spectre hops down? It's about a 20-foot drop, so you could jump if you wanted, but it'd be a bit of a hard landing for you.
I'm gonna.
Can they like butt scoot down?
Yeah, is it a sheer cliff or could we like?
It's a sheer cliff.
I think I'll
I
just
think
take
there's a section on the north side. It's kind of the opposite end of the structure where you're at.
I think that's a little.
It's kind of caved in.
Am I still disguised?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like kind of just like walk through, be like, don't mind me, just straight through around these guys, and I'm gonna go on the north side and then try to like slide down.
So you'd have a quicker path to run around the bottom to where the actual kind of entrance to it is, as opposed to walking around everyone.
Oh, I thought you said the north side. I could like slide down. But yeah,
The north side, there's an area that's caved in. Yeah, kind of like you were talking about. But
okay, yeah, I want to go over there and I want to like get in and then try to like get in and help dig out these guys.
Okay, that's going to take you a couple minutes to run around and get in that way.
Can I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself to go twice as fast?
Sure, absolutely. All right, it'll take less than a minute for you to run around it. That your incredible extra speed. Sprinkle, what are you going to do?
Wait, how small am I? I can't remember.
Little.
Small.
Am I small enough that I could maybe be caught by Spectre so I could go in with her to help with the rubble? If I like gesture.
Say, hey, catch me.
Yeah.
As you jump down.
I mean, you can give it a shot.
You can give it a shot. There's a risk that it won't go so well, but you can give it a shot.
I'm willing to try to catch you.
Okay, please don't jump me.
All right, if you're up for that, let's get athletic checks from both of you and we'll see how well this goes.
Oh, you girls good at athletics.
Oh, no.
Hang on.
Maybe you catch really well, but I just... Oh, no. Ooh.
Hey, what about that?
Okay.
It's a 20.
Unnatural.
20. Good thing we don't have disadvantage.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, thank God. That's right.
All right. Sprinkle, you jump off. You start falling awkwardly. Scared of heights, maybe? I don't know. Spectre catches you, but you still hit your head on the ground and take 4 points of damage from that. But it could have been worse. All right. Meanwhile, as Captain Boardwalk is expeditiously running around, Ashley is performing to the best of her ability.
I got 2 of them.
You got 2 of them. Had without modifiers, 1, 11, and 18 on the D20 rolls. So 2 of them failed, 1 of them passed, and they're going to be charmed.
They idolize me, and they hinder anyone who opposes me.
Yeah, you definitely have favor with some of the group now. And what you decide to do with that, we're going to find out next time. We are at the hour mark. It's time to wrap up just as things are heating up and getting interesting. For tonight, we will say bye.
Bye. Clip penguin shoes.